You check your phone again, not for a message, for a rescue. You are waiting for the call, the offer, the person who finally sees what happened to you and decides to lift you out of it. You do not say this out loud, but somewhere behind the scrolling, you are still waiting to be found. Here is what nobody tells you about that waiting. It feels like hope. It feels like keeping the faith, staying open, not giving up. But every day you spend waiting to be saved is a day you hand your recovery to someone who is not coming. The waiting feels like the opposite of quitting. It is quitting, dressed as patience. And there is a version of you sitting on the other side of this, quieter, steadier. A man who stopped auditioning for sympathy and started doing the small, unglamorous work of standing back up. Every day you wait, you drift further from him. You do not feel the distance. That is the danger. It never announces itself. Because there is a pattern here, and almost everyone catches it too late. Watch what you actually do after the collapse. You replay how you looked to people who saw you fail, what they must be saying. You are not rebuilding. You are managing the reviews. You are still performing for an audience that has already moved on. That is the tell. The part of you still tracking the audience is the part that has not accepted the collapse yet. It thinks the old life can be argued back into existence if enough people feel sorry, if the right person intervenes, if you look wounded in exactly the right way. So you stay soft, you stay open, you keep the wound photogenic. Frankel noticed something in men stripped of everything. The ones who came apart were often the ones clinging hardest to who they used to be, waiting for the world to restore it. The ones who endured let that man die, not out of strength, out of honesty. They stopped negotiating with a life that was already gone. This is where it turns on you, because being saved is not actually what you want. If someone did lift you out tomorrow, you would owe your standing to them, and you would know it. The rescue you are praying for would leave you exactly as dependent as the collapse did. What you are really avoiding is not the work. It is the moment you become the only person responsible for what happens next. That moment is unbearable because it removes the last excuse. No one is coming. No one was ever coming. And the low grief in that sentence is not the end of you. It is the first thing that has been true in months. The voice that comes after is not louder. It is not the comeback voice, the one that wants everyone to see the return. It is flatter, quieter. It stopped talking to the audience because it noticed the seats were empty. So the question is not when someone will finally come for you. It is the one under it, the one you keep walking past. If no one is coming, and you already know no one is coming, what exactly have you been waiting for permission to begin?